Welcome back. Before we explore the individual devices, we need to understand something absolutely fundamental: the difference between Class 3B and Class 4 lasers. Many people believe it's just about the electrical power of the machine. That's only part of the truth. The real difference lies in the photon flow, the number of photons that actually leave the lens and enter the tissue. That is what defines the therapeutic effect, and it's why patients experience these classes so differently. Class 3B, gentle precision. Class 3B lasers operate up to 500 milliwatts. At this level, the device produces a fine, precise beam, sometimes continuous, sometimes pulsed. These photons typically penetrate a few millimeters to a couple of centimeters, depending on the wavelength. Because the photon density is modest, Class 3B lasers do not generate significant heat. Their main action is biological stimulation. Photons are absorbed by mitochondrial receptors, like cytochrome C oxidase, which increases ATP production, the cell's energy molecule. For the patient, Class 3B often feels like nothing at all. Occasionally, they notice a subtle tingling or warmth, but most of the time it is imperceptible, and that is exactly the beauty of Class 3B. Safe, precise, subtle. Think of Class 3B as a light needle, regulating, stimulating, and gently guiding the body without force. This makes Class 3B perfect for acupuncture points, auriculotherapy, wound healing, scars, and superficial conditions. Class 4, the powerhouses. Now let's step up to Class 4. Here we are talking about devices above 500 milliwatts, often in the range of 5, 10, or even 15 watts. But again, don't focus only on the number of watts written on paper. What matters is the photon density at the tissue. A Class 4 laser floods the tissue with an enormous number of photons in a very short time. This has two effects. 1. Deep penetration. Photons can reach muscles, ligaments, cartilage, and even bone marrow. 2. Heat generation. The tissue absorbs so much energy that it warms up. And this warmth is not a side effect. It is part of the therapy. It increases circulation, relaxes tension, reduces pain, and supports healing. For the patient, this feels completely different from Class 3B. Instead of nothing, they feel a deep, pleasant warmth, often described as if light is flowing through their body. That makes Class 4 ideal for chronic pain, spinal problems, large joints, circulation issues, and systemic applications like stem cell or chakra therapy. Think of Class 4 as the floodlight of photobiomodulation, strong, fast, and penetrating deeply. So, what truly separates Class 3B from Class 4? Class 3B, modest photon flow, gentle stimulation, no heat. Class 4, massive photon flow, deep penetration plus warmth. That's why the patient's experience is so different, and why we as therapists select one class or the other depending on the goal. Class 3B lasers are the gentle regulators, precise, subtle, safe even for children, and perfect for acupuncture or superficial therapy. Class 4 lasers are the powerful energizers, delivering deep warmth, strong circulation effects, and rapid relief. Both are essential. One is about precision and safety. The other is about power and depth. Together, they cover the full spectrum of modern laser therapy. Now that we understand the classes, let's meet the first device, the LaserPen. This was the very first handheld medical laser created by RJ more than 35 years ago, and it remains iconic today. It's small, battery-operated, cable-free, and fits comfortably in one hand. Instead of inserting a metal needle, you are delivering pure therapeutic light. The LaserPen works with red, 638 nanometers, and infrared wavelengths, 785, 810, 904 nanometers, all chosen because they penetrate tissue efficiently. But it's not just a light source, it's also a frequency device. Inside, you'll find pre-programmed systems. Now, let's talk about a very unique laser pen. The LaserPen Super Pulsed 90 watts. Now, here is where it gets fascinating. At first glance, the 90 watts laser pen looks like the same device, but inside it is completely different. It emits super pulsed light at 904 nanometers. Each pulse is only about 200 nanoseconds, but peaks at 90 watts. Because the pulses are so short, the average thermal load is extremely low, meaning it penetrates very deeply without creating heat. This makes it unique. Photons can reach through bone and deep structures where normal class 3B lasers stop. Clinical applications: dental interference fields, root canals, amalgams, hidden foci, encapsulated scars, deep scars that block healing, neurological zones, tinnitus points, epilepsy-related cranial zones, chronic pain, stimulation of deep nerves and musculoskeletal structures. Why it matters: the LaserPen 90 watts combines high peak power, 90 watts, minimal heat, deep photon penetration. This allows you to treat therapy-resistant foci that no other device can safely reach, especially in the head, dental, and cranial regions. Patients usually feel nothing, no heat, no discomfort. For sensitive or anxious patients, that is a big advantage. This device expands what is possible in acupuncture and auricular medicine. It lets us treat the hidden blockages that often hold back healing. The Physiolaser Olympic, the modular clinic system. If the LaserPen is the pocket tool, the Physiolaser Olympic is the workhorse of the clinic. It's a tabletop Class 3B system with a modular design. You start with one base unit, and then you can connect different probes depending on the treatment. Point probes for acupuncture and auricular work. Cluster probes, 5 diodes working together, convex lens probes for wounds and skin regeneration. Light needle for needle-free acupuncture, 6 to 12 channels. With this system, you can move from the smallest ear point to systemic blood irradiation, all with one device. Cluster probes, 5 diodes of healing light. The cluster probe is like a team of 5 lasers working together. Standard version, 5x 50 milliwatts, 250 milliwatts total. Special version, 5x 60 milliwatts, 300 milliwatts total. The cluster covers a larger surface evenly, joints, scars, muscle groups. Patients feel it as a diffuse, soft spread of light, not a sharp point. The laser shower takes the idea of the cluster and expands it into a broad, uniform field of light. With many diodes working together, it can cover large joints, spinal areas, or energy centers in one session. Because the power is spread across multiple diodes, the laser shower is gentle and more superficial, making it especially valuable for skin diseases, scars, wounds, and burns. It also works well for large musculoskeletal regions and for systemic balancing when applied over chakras or the sternum. Patients describe it as a soft, nourishing bath of light, not sharp or pinpoint, but diffuse and deeply restorative. Summary: the laser shower is the tool of choice for broad, surface-oriented therapy, skin, scars, large joints, and systemic regulation. The popliteal technique. Indirect blood irradiation. One of the most unique applications is placing an applicator behind the knee in the popliteal fossa to irradiate the blood flowing through superficial veins. As photons enter the bloodstream, they are carried throughout the body, creating systemic effects: better oxygenation, immune stimulation, and general vitality. This is a non-invasive alternative to intravenous laser therapy, safe, comfortable, and effective. Light needle, needle-free acupuncture. Now let's look at one of the most innovative systems, the light needle. Instead of metal needles, it uses fiber-optic light needles, available in 6 or 12 channels. Each channel delivers 50 milliwatts of red light at 655 nanometers directly onto acupuncture points. This allows you to stimulate several points at the same time for 15-30 minutes, whether on the body, the ear, or along the spine. Clinical studies confirm that light needle activation produces the same brain responses as classical metal needles. For patients, the experience is completely painless and often described as more relaxing and balancing than traditional acupuncture. The Lightstream Class 4 power in your hands. Finally, let's meet the Lightstream RJ's Class 4 laser system. It delivers up to 15 watts of continuous wave light at therapeutic wavelengths of 670 nanometers, 808 nanometers, and 915 nanometers, supported by a visible green pilot beam for precise aiming. This is the deep tissue powerhouse. It floods the body with an enormous stream of photons, producing rapid pain relief, improved circulation, and strong regenerative effects. Patients often describe the sensation as a deep, pleasant warmth, like light massaging them from the inside. Because of its strength, therapists apply the stutter technique, moving the beam in short bursts with pauses, to deliver high doses of energy safely without overheating. Summary: the Lightstream is the floodlight of photobiomodulation, fast, powerful, and penetrating deeply into muscles, joints, and connective tissue. Closing summary. Now that we've explored the different laser systems, let's put it all together. Class 3B lasers are the gentle regulators, precise, subtle, and safe for acupuncture points, auricular therapy, wound healing, and superficial conditions. Superpulsed Class 3B devices, like the LaserPen 90 watt and Superpulse probes, achieve deep photon penetration without heat, making them ideal for interference fields, scars, and neurological applications. Class 4 lasers, the Lightstream, are the powerhouses, delivering deep, strong, and warm therapy for musculoskeletal problems, circulation, and systemic regeneration. And within this spectrum, each RJ device has its unique role. LaserPen, portable precision for acupuncture, auricular points, and small areas. LaserPen 90 watt superpulsed, reaching deep interference fields safely without heat. Physiolaser Olympic, the modular clinic platform with multiple probes and accessories. Cluster and laser shower probes. Broad area therapy for joints, scars, skin, and energy centers. Popliteal applicator. Non-invasive systemic blood irradiation. Light needle. Painless multi-point acupuncture for body, ear, and spine. Lightstream, the Class 4 powerhouse for rapid, deep, and warming regeneration. Together, these devices give us the full therapeutic spectrum, from the tiniest auricular point to the systemic stimulation of the whole organism, always with light as our medicine.